Well, I had to approach it from just a place of respect, and I think we, as fans, which is where I started, we tend to hold the things we love very close, but you have to make sure you don't hold it too tight, and you have to make sure you allow room for new discoveries to happen, for these characters to breathe. And so I just did a lot of listening, and I worked with Laura and Sam and Jeff to understand what they felt about their characters, where they felt this should go, and then we crafted something that I think is from all of us. And there's a real sense of shared ownership amongst all the cast and I, because we worked so closely on all of this together. So you're not getting a movie from me, it really is from everyone.
Because we started the movie in February and got shut down in March, really quite early into our production, there was sort of this moment where we didn't know whether or not we were going to be able to make the movie. Everyone all over the world was dealing with some form of that question. And so when we finally did come back, and we were one of the earliest movies to come back in the pandemic, there was a lot of concern around it, but what eclipsed that was the excitement and the gratitude that we actually all had a job and that we could all go back to work. And the movie originally was supposed to come out last year, but while we were shooting, it was decided to actually push it to this year. And I'm so glad for that, because it really feels like by the time this comes out in June, it'll be summer, movies will be open, we're all triple, sometimes some people are quadruple jabbed, and it's time to go back to the movies. And so it's something that we would have been looking forward to no matter what, but because of the circumstances of the last couple of years, we take none of that for granted. And so to release this movie is absolutely an amazing feeling.
My two favorites of every movie so far is the original Jurassic Park and the original Jurassic World. I feel those two films are both really, really incredible. There was a lot of space in between the two of them. They both tell totally different but equally compelling stories. And I think my third will be this film, because it really beautifully wraps both of those films up. The characters, the icons you meet in the original film, the legacy cast. We get to see where they are now, 30 years later. I mean, that's a really beautiful thing, to take a fictional character from 30 years ago and then bring them back into the world in an organic and meaningful way, and watch them wrap up their story. That's really special, and it's really hard to think of. I mean, I guess Star Wars has done it, and the Avengers did it, and I think, and now we're doing it. You're seeing these characters that have aged like fine wine come back and really do an extraordinary job of telling a very thick story. It's not just like a glorified cameo here. Like, these guys really have a incredible work that they're doing. And so it's going to, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, and then Dominion.
That's so interesting. Yes, well, I thought two things occurred to me. First of all, I was kind of interested in what my character, dresses like and presents himself like. He's an author and I think is known around the world here and there, because he went through those events in '93, and they were known. They were big news events, But I think I sort of dress in a certain way, and in this one I was able to have the time. Andrew Vitero and I were able to design a watch that I thought would be perfect for this character, and so we did, and I still have it. It's this watch right here, and it has my character's initials on it. I am Ian Malcolm, and inside, in fact, it's got that logo. It's got that dinosaur, that T-Rex logo on it, and this company called Jacques Marie Mage designed these eyeglasses for me that were sort of taken from an idea in 1993, those glasses that the character wore then, and we designed these things, Andrew Vattero and Jacques-Marie Mage, and so I was able to do that. And then Colin Trevorrow wrote this scene where I'm introduced. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil anything yet, but I'm giving a lecture to some younger scientists, and I was able to voice in a kind of a longer and more full-throated and passionate way my feelings and some ideas about what we're up to, what we could be up to, and what my vision is for our work together.